Hello students, in accountancy or in journal entry, we always come across two terms, debit and credit. So in this class, let us see why you need debit and credit. Okay, before I explain the accounting concept, let us take a small example. You take 100 rupees from your mom and buy two pens for 40 rupees, one book for 30 and give the balance 30 rupees. Because 40 plus 30 you spent and you give the balance back to your mother 30 rupees. How do you report this transaction? So this is the question. Let us go to the traditional way. So you start with amount taken 100 rupees, less 2 pence 40, less 1 book 30, balance returned is 30 rupees. Okay, there is nothing wrong in that. This is a way you have to tell your mom how much you spent and what's the balance you are giving. Okay, why we cannot follow this in accountancy? Because there are three important reasons we cannot follow this method. Once we get the three reasons, then we can understand journals very easily. Okay, first reason, there is no minus sign in accountancy. Let's call journal. Okay, second, you cannot reduce the amount. See, basically you are starting with 100 and reducing it to 30 by subtracting two numbers. So you cannot reduce the original amount. Okay, original amount. The third reason, there is no net off concept. Because you are netting off what you have taken from mother with some expense and giving her the final number. So these are the three reasons. I will repeat. There is no minus sign in journal. You cannot reduce the original amount. And there is no net off. See, the second is also important. Why you cannot reduce the original is you should tell what is the starting point and how it moves. So that is why we cannot change the original number. Okay, so because of these three reasons, how the same transaction is reported, let us see. Okay, let us see the accounting way. How much amount taken? 100 rupees from your mother. You spent 40 for pen, 30 for book, and the balance is 30. Correct? These are the same information, but you can see here I am not reducing any number, and how it is presented is in one side you are showing how much you have taken 100 rupees. In another side you are showing how much you have spent and what is the balance left. And if you total up both sides, you get 100. So this is how in accountancy or a journal is reported. That means for every 100 or every 1 rupee, where it came from. So this came from your mother. So let us call this as a credit. Sorry. Because you have to give the money back to her. Then where it is spent, that is called debit. 40 and 30 and balance left is 30. So here you are showing the full transaction of how much money received, how much spent, what is the balance, and not reducing any number, no netting off, and there is no minus sign. So that is why for every debit you need a credit, or every credit you need a debit. And one more thing is, when you start with 100 rupees, nobody gives money free in business, right? See, here it is your home, your mother gave you 100 rupees. So in business, there's nothing free. That is why you have to start with 100 as though you took it as a loan or savings, or capital, or it can be anything. But the point is, you have to show it as a separate number. And debit is also a separate number. Then if you total both the sides, it will match 100. So that is why you need for every debit, that's a credit. Okay. Then in the next class, I will explain you some more journal entries. Thank you.